I'm Sam Kremer, analyst at the British Design Fund, and I'm joined by founder of FC Labs, Matthew Norbury. FC Labs received just shy of £150,000 of investment from BDF in July 2023. Matt, thank you very much for taking the time to talk. Why don't you kick off by telling us a bit about yourself and your background?
Absolute pleasure, Sam. Delighted to be part of the British Design Fund portfolio as well. I'm Matthew Norbury. Thank you very much for the introduction. Originally from the north of England, but I've lived in Scotland since leaving school and heading to uni in Edinburgh. After which I fell into the marketing game, eventually running my own agency with my wife, Anne. So I am a very, very non-technical founder of a very technical company, which I actually think is one of the reasons why we're doing things that nobody else has done before. I've got no preconceptions about what's possible or not possible. So I've got, I think, a very different approach to the tech experts. I challenge everything, to be honest with you, and I think that it probably drives them mad, but I think it's got us to where we are, doing something completely new and innovative. Yeah, being a non-technical founder, I think, is my superpower.
Brilliant. And then, so why did you start FC Labs? Tell us a bit about the business and sort of how you spotted the opportunity.
Yeah, so I was doing some marketing consultancy work, which exposed me to both the potential of wearable brain imaging technology and the impact of lack of sleep. So I was working with a company on a part-time basis who were developing a device which essentially tracked your sleep and then helped you to sleep better. That then led to just a random chat, as is often the case with these things, a random chat with a friend in the construction sector flagged the issue of fatigue in construction and engineering and other high-risk sectors, with stats showing that human error, often associated with fatigue, is a factor in almost all workplace injuries and fatalities. So after some intro and basically talking to anybody who would listen, it looked to me like there was a huge opportunity to transform workplace well-being, not just in terms of fatigue and human error, but broad mental fitness and performance as a whole.
And so do you want to tell us a bit about the team and who else is involved?
Yeah, so we've got a very small core team. It's just the four of us, myself plus Ronis Perdioff, who's an industrial designer to trade. He oversees our product design and manufacturing. Kevin Boyd is kind of, I tend to call him the elder statesman, which I'm not sure he likes actually. He's the guy who's been there and done that. He's going to see this video, isn't he? But he's the guy who's been there and done it, to be honest. He was formerly a vice president of business development for Ecom Instruments, a big global instrumentation company, particularly in high-risk sectors like mining and engineering. And he was also CEO of a successful connected safety startup. And we also have Andy Lowe, who's got a really interesting background, too interesting to go into any great detail here, actually. But essentially, he's at the intersection of commercial and academic and scientific experience, particularly around behavioral psychology and data science and neuroscience. So he's our, I hesitate to give ourselves titles in a small team. We all kind of pitch in on various things, but Andy's kind of our head of research and insights is the best way to describe him. So really, really great cross-functional experienced team. I think a pretty unique combination of skills and experience.
Fantastic. And then you've closed the funding round now. So what do you have planned for the next 12 months?
It's gonna be a busy one, actually. So I hope you guys are ready. Basically, we're at that commercialization stage pretty much. We know that the tech works. We know that people want it. This next 12 months is really about building and launching the MVP, but along the way, we've got pilots with partners, including BP and GlaxoSmithKline later this year, and then commercial trials early next year. So an awful lot going on in a relatively short space of time. So yeah, come back in 12 months and we'll have that first MVP in the market. That's fun.
Fantastic. Well, Matt, thank you very much for taking the time. Really excited to have you on board with us here at BDF, and looking forward to seeing what the future holds for FC Labs.
Likewise, thanks ever so much.